while getting yourself prepared. That is, that's the message I got this morning. Get yourself ready, get yourself prepared. You got some things you need to get organized in your house. You check and see if you got some shelf-stable food. And if you don't have enough of some type of shelf-stable food, then make sure you got at least 2 weeks supply. If you couldn't go to the grocery store or nothing, just make at least you got that right there. We're going outside. I've been at it. I have been outside, not outside. I have been organizing since this morning, going through what I got in the basement, thinking, do I have what I feel is enough for me and others to make it during a temporary shutdown. That's what I've been doing. Hello there, Frank, honey. How you been doing? I slipped this top on really fast because I still had my love top on down there going through the stuff. I've come to the conclusion I do not need any more baking supplies whatsoever. I found a bag of gluten-free brown sugar. I did. I thought, where did that come from? And I think it had a date on it of 2013. I'm not certain. It's the way it was like the way it was written. It said 9/26/13, I guess, but I didn't know I had a bag of gluten-free brown sugar, and I don't really eat much. Hello, good morning, everyone. Y'all get yourself ready by getting yourself prepared, really, truly. If you got food, in your basement or in your pantry, and you haven't looked at it in a while, and you find yourself going to the store and you thinking, well, I don't have this right here. I'd like to make this dish, but I don't think I have this. Well, chances are you probably do have it. You just got yourself unorganized. What is going on with my glasses? I gotta hold on a second. I got something, I don't know where to put this. I got something going on with my glasses. Don't fall down. And I don't even know if I can prop you all up right there. I can't prop you up right there. Where are you going to get propped up at? I want to get whatever's on the bottom of my glasses off of there. I do. Hold on. Yeah, get yourself ready. Truly, I really do mean it. I mean, I can smile about it and whatever, but it's really essential. That's good enough. To get yourself ready, get yourself organized, go through your food, rotate it, see if you got what you need in case there were some type of a temporary shutdown. You know what, I thought about something this morning? How if there was like a grid down scenario and the electricity went off. That's right, Brandy. And no, I don't need a tripod while I'm walking. I got so many tripods. I couldn't tell you how many I got. I know I got at least over 10 tripods of various sizes for various things in various places. I do, but if I'm going to walk around on the porch, I'm not going to carry a tripod out here. I'm going to walk so I can hold the phone in my hand. What was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about if there were a temporary shutdown, if there was like a grid down scenario and the electricity was shut off to people's homes and businesses, I sat here and I thought, at the power distribution plants, they know if certain sectors have electricity or not. It's like that time in Texas when everybody was without power. Hello there, Francisco. They were without power for, I think, a couple weeks, and there was this suburb, this subdivision of real wealthy people. They had power during the whole entire time. How was that possible? Because everybody else's electricity was cut off, and there was electricity that was given to that town. That's how that happened. And I was sitting there thinking, if there was like a grid down scenario, what if it was just not a total grid down, but for lots of people? They cut the electricity off to your home while they're doing whatever else on the other end. And what if they give the electricity to, you know, bring up some great big massive data center or something, enough to where it could bring it online and things, and or just distribute the power as well. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Um, don't come on here and try to play with me, because I'm not a player like that. I'm not. We got the wind chimes chiming in. You got to get yourself ready, because that one town in Texas, when people were without electricity after some kind of storm or something that came through, they found out that this one town, this one area of houses, the very wealthy, had electricity during the whole entire time, while everybody else did without. That's what it was. The 3 days of darkness, you know how long I've heard that? Since 2018. And I have heard it at least 4 times a year. And that date, whenever it happens, comes, and then nothing happens. And it just keeps recycling back and forth. It makes good information to find out who the mouthpieces are that are pushing it. It really does. If you can find out the mouthpieces who are saying we got the 3 days of darkness, and they keep saying it and saying it and saying it, chances are I wouldn't listen to that person anymore. And if they told you that the rapture was coming and they kept giving you dates and they kept bumping the dates and kept saying there's going to be a shutdown, this is the date going to be, if you keep hearing certain things from certain mouthpieces on date and timestamps, I think I wouldn't listen to them anymore. I think I'd find somebody else to listen to, or I would start doing my own thinking for my own self and try to sense and use some critical thinking. Yeah. Yeah, you never heard a date for it? Just always, it's coming. The 3 days of darkness coming. You know, somebody could have 3 days of darkness, spiritually speaking, that they have to go through on a personal level, like their dark night of the soul and stuff. I could see where that would be 3 days of darkness on an individual basis, spiritually speaking, when you go through the dark night of the soul, or you have some terrible event that happens and it literally does cause you to go inward. If you're just tuning in, you got to get yourself ready by getting yourself prepared. You truly do. Go through whatever you've got. See if you have some flour to make some bread, and some baking powder, and a little bit of yeast, or I don't know, whatever else goes with it. At least something like that. Make sure you got a cookbook too, because you want to know how to make that bread. It wouldn't do you no good if you was relying on your cell phone or the internet to tell you how to do something and you don't have any physical cookbooks or any recipes. Anything that you think you would need that you would not be able to access online to find out how to use whatever it is you got, no matter what it is. Don't buy a generator and leave it in a box that has a propane and gasoline hookup, and you just leave it in a box because you're going to prepare for the apocalypse, because you're going to use that generator. And then it comes time and the power is out. Then you find out you ain't got no converter. You don't have the connectors that are needed. You can't even do a dry run just to even see if it's going to work. Don't be that type of person. Buy these supplies like that and you just leave it in a box and you don't hook it up ahead of time, because it's not going to do you no good if you don't know how to do it and you can't get the parts that you need. You're tired of the internet, daughter of Zion. A lot of people are tired of it, and it will consume you. It literally will consume you one day. If you take that, what was it called? I said it this morning. That brain, computer chip, that computer brain interface. If you go to the National Institute of Health, they have white papers on it. They do, looking at the things that could happen, because if they put it in wrong, it could damage certain sectors of your brain up here if it doesn't work. Yeah, they're already looking into it. If you're just tuning in, well, Neuralink, and people refer to Elon Starlink as Neuralink. Also, they do. That they have different purposes up there. They're not They're not just the UFOs that you see in the sky. They're actually like little Neuralinks, Starlinks. That when I read that when Starlink goes up into orbit, it will go up in a line when it's released. But they have each satellite has the ability, and it separates from the group, is what it does. And I guess it could go into some low Earth orbit. Yeah, you got to get yourself ready by getting yourself prepared, you all. See what you got. I know right now I do not need any more baking supplies. I have more than enough. I do. I didn't know I had what I had because I just didn't take the time or didn't have the time to have the mindset to go through that stuff, because you got to be in a certain mindset. If you don't do something while you're in the mindset, it's like wanting to clean your house or, I don't know, wash your car, doing something. You got to be in the mood for it, and you got to get motivated. And if you don't jump on it when you're motivated, it's going to pass you by and you ain't going to get it done. You are all for Elon Musk. Well, he's got a lot of good things. He does. He's done a lot of good for a lot of people, and he does get a lot of bad rap. And he is the one who said the only way we would be able to survive is if we have a symbiotic relationship with artificial intelligence, because there are those who have the implants or something, and they'll have it inside. There's no way to compete with it. So that's when he said you got to have a symbiotic relationship with AI. You need to become one with the Borg, more or less, if you think of Star Trek, or you're not going to survive as a species. Yeah, very much. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, you all, yeah. Get yourself ready. Don't just talk about it. Mere talk will only lead you to poverty. And mere talk will not get you nowhere. You got to put your words into action. You truly do. You can say, I need to do that, or I'm going to do that. But if you don't put forth the effort to do it, you're not going to get it done. And nobody's going to do it for you. There's some things in this life, nobody's going to do it for you unless you pay them to do it. And truly, there are some things that only you can do, that only you should do. It is. Yeah. Lorena in Chicago. Hello. Thank you. I was down there in the basement. I thought I'm going to come up here. It's time to do a video. That's how I felt in my spirit. So I come up here and do it. And when I get down from here, I'll go back into the basement and do some more straightening up. I tell you what, plastic shelving units, they literally will organize really easy. And even though they cost money, they cost like anywhere from $29 to like $49 or up. But they really clear up small spaces to where you can organize. If I was you, I would get some. If you say, well, I just got stuff laying all over. If you got stuff laying on the floor and you got all that extra space above it, it would make sense if you could get you a plastic shelving unit. They got them at Home Depot or other places to where you could at least have stuff off the floor to where you can see it, and it will be more organizational. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't even know what you're talking about. Ice Spice? I've never heard of Ice Spice, but it sounds like it's something derogatory. So yeah, you're gone. I don't even know what an Ice Spice is. Yeah, don't be talking to me about things I don't even know nothing about, because chances are I'm going to think that you're saying something kind of negative, and I'm just going to block you. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, you got some water? What time is it? I think it's around 11 something. It could be 11 o'clock, which is nice. It is. You got to get it done. You all get everything done that you can. You really are running out of time. I'm running out of time, but you do whatever you can do, and you do what you got to do when you have to do it. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, actually, when it's all said and done, yeah, I'm just sighing because there's just so much I want to do in life, like on a daily basis. I want to get myself more organized, but it's just maybe like you. There's so much stuff you want to do. You know you're not going to get everything done. You just got to prioritize, and then you got responsibilities and all of this kind of stuff because you're an adult. You could be a child and you could have responsibilities that you have to tend to because you're a responsible individual. That's right. because people count on you to do things, and you don't want to not be there for them. You do not at all. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's lots of people who just like say, that's too bad for you. You figure it out. You go do it yourself. I'm not helping you. There's people who it's all about them and nobody else. You can see them all over the world. All over the world, it's all about them. Nobody else matters. It's just them. You got to watch out for those people, because when they say it's just them, when times gets really bad, you're going to find out it's just them. And if you get in the way, they're going to take you out of the way. They will take you out of the way. They're not going to play. You will be dispensable. Yeah, it's not nice, you all. It's not, but it's fine. That's fine. That's how life is. You just got to be aware that that's how it is, and you gotta be strong. You gotta persevere. You better get your body in shape too. My muscles are not like they used to be. I think I can barely lift things like I used to lift. I just haven't been like, stretching and doing anything, push-ups or, yeah, I gotta get in shape. So do you all. Yeah, that's right. We have bills. You gotta work, Rusty. That's exactly right. I forgot. That's a very important. You got bills. You got to work. You ain't getting no free money from the government and free housing. So yeah, that's a responsible thing to do. You got to work. Yeah, Oklahoma looks great, looks hot. Well, I think it's going to be a little bit warm here today, just a tad bit. It's not right now. It felt nice this morning, you all. You see this morning's video. It was on, I just kept waking up throughout the night and thinking of AI, probably because I look too much into it, but it's real, really what's happening. One day you're going to wake up. Some people are going to wake up one day and they're going to find out their world changed and they weren't even paying attention. They're going to think, how did it happen? It's like when you look back on time and you look back to events that happened in your life, you say, well, this seems like so long ago. Or you say, well, it's soon going to be winter. And then you're saying, how come the time flew by so fast? Thank you, Alien Garden. I like it. It's peaceful here. I don't get to spend as much time as I'd like just sitting here and relaxing, because I just want to sit here. I would like to just sit here and just, I don't take time to rest. I don't know if I ever have in my whole entire life. I really don't. I'm just being honest. Yeah, it is nice. It's a pretty scene. Just looking at it with the wind chimes and the pretty plants and the shadows from the sun, from the leaves on the porch. It looks pretty with the green all around, and you can watch the hummingbird. I feel guilty if I rest. I really do. If I just sit down, because I know there's stuff that has to get done. You may be like me. You feel guilty if you sit down because you know there's things that need to get done. And if you sit down and relax, you ain't going to want to get back up. You're not. Yeah. I'm not in Japan. I've never been to Japan. I mean, I guess you could take a virtual tour of Japan. You could look at that pretty flower. That's me. I was talking about a pretty flower. That's kind of funny and embarrassing. Oh my gosh, that is funny. That was my dad's wind chime chiming in saying, you are a pretty flower. That came from my dad's, when he passed, my work people that I worked with got that. He said, you are a pretty flower, from the spiritual realm. Isn't that what Bambi said to, or Thumper, or something about a pretty flower, or the skunk or something? That was really cute. Yeah. Y'all just tuning in. Hello. I am going to go because I'm going to get back out here, but I see, to me this is really peaceful. I can be online with you all and I can enjoy the porch. I can. Even though I'm not sitting down, I still get to look at it. And it still has energy to it. It has a frequency. And it's peaceful. It is. Just even looking through the phone at this, it feels really peaceful. Aww. Yeah, see, it is peaceful. That's my Auntie Kathleen's wind chime. Yeah. It's a good frequency out here, you all. You need time to just collect yourself and reground. Yeah, you do. Remember that you're still living. You're still among the living. You are. And it's okay. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to go. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. Thank you for watching this video. Y'all, please give this video a thumbs up. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Join button. I don't really do much for any of it. I don't. So just don't think about it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, get yourself ready by getting yourself prepared, because just thinking about it and not putting it to action. If you got like a generator, a brand new generator, it's not me. Brand new generator sitting in a box that is gas propane thing, and you ain't got to, I know you need a converter. I know you need a certain hookups to hook up to a propane tank and the hoses and stuff, and you should really do your little runs to see if they'll even work. It's things like that. No, if you bought stuff, get your stuff ready. Get your stuff ready. Yeah, don't just sit there and have it and then not even have anything ready when the time comes and you need it. Yeah, I'm gonna go. You all have a wonderful rest of your morning. Love you.